So we're going to start off by doing general awards for our tutors. So I'd like to welcome up Greg Jefferson. I just want to say it's an honor and privilege for me to stand before you guys today. So I first want to start off by thanking God. Years ago, God showed me a vision that I would be speaking in front of people. Today I want to speak about the importance of never giving up and being prepared in season and out of season. Now, I want to speak about the importance of never giving up and being prepared in season and out of season. That means sometimes when things don't look right, they look gray, they look bleak, you don't see no future, you're losing hope, all kinds of bad things that are going on around you. It's very important to never give up. It's very important to even continue preparing during a time where it may seem like nothing is happening. It seems like you might be going backwards. It seems like, things just aren't moving. But I want to encourage you, and I want to tell you guys, especially you, as well as encouraging the adults, because things get tough for us as well. Sometimes it makes us want to just say, I give up, I quit. I want to encourage you guys to never give up and quit. And to always prepare in season and out of season. Because at one point in time in my life, I had no thoughts about being in school or graduating from college. Even though I was always pretty smart, I really had no problem with schoolwork when I was younger. But I made some choices when I was younger that got me in trouble, got me in big trouble. Careful with your choices and making sure that you make good choices, because if not, it can land you in trouble as well. But I was in trouble and got hit with something that made me feel like just giving up and quitting. And that was, I was sentenced to 10 years of incarceration in the Michigan Department of Corrections. And I prepared. I prepared by reading, studying, being around the right people, talking to the right people, making sure that I kept myself around positivity, and preparing over the years. It really paid off when I got home. Because February 25th of 2003, I was released. And that was like the happiest day of my life. I'm glad I prepared out of season. Because when I was released, February 25th, I got my first job, April 1st of 2003. And if I wouldn't have been preparing while I was there by reading and studying and making sure that my mind was active and strong, I wouldn't have been prepared for opportunity to get a job. So I learned from a short story, but when I was back, I'm from Indiana, from South Bend, Indiana. Grew up in rural area, suburban area, mainly white people. Went to school, mainly white people. So kind of my scope of the world was pretty small. And what I noticed in some of the communities that I worked in, there wasn't a lot of positive role models. Whether it was the father who was never there, whether it was the mother who was strung out on drugs, or whether it was a parent who didn't have, the education to really be able to tell our child, that, hey, you should go to college. Or high school is important. You do need a diploma to do anything. Now, these kids had that. So, when I started working with a lot of youth at Parker Community Center and saw how much potential they had and how much they gravitated towards me, because I actually cared. I cared about them as a person, not just, hey, we're going to come here, I'm going to run a program for 5 weeks, get a grant, then we're going to move on. There wasn't nothing like that. I actually cared about these individuals. I felt like, hey, they could really do something with their lives. Talk to me. And at first, a lot of kids really weren't, they didn't want to talk to me. As a new person, they didn't really, want to deal with me. But the more I was there, the more consistency I showed, they started grabbing me. In a lot of cases,
a lot of kids I work with don't have that consistency in their lives. So when I saw the impact I was making, just like the example I gave with Amir Bowling, who, from being in the program, able to be an honor roll for the past school year, when I saw the impact I was making, that's what really inspired me to start my review. So my vision is to be able to help everybody who needs the help, who needs the support, who, even though they should have it, they don't. So, like I said, my vision is only possible with all the volunteers who are here and the ones who are unable to come. So, I just want to close by saying I appreciate you guys all coming out for this. We're definitely going to be, doing big things in the summertime, as well as the fall in Detroit. And I look forward to, continuing working with all the volunteers here and possibly some new ones. So thank you.